Hey guys, Alex here, and crap. Hey guys, welcome to the first edition of Tech Tuesday, where I talk about all the latest tech rumors and announcements. I'm Alex, let's cut to the news. Today was Apple's iPad event, and they announced two new iPads. First being the iPad 5, or renamed the iPad Air, the power of lightness, apparently. The iPad Air has an all-new design. It's just 7.5 millimeters thin and weighs 1 pound. It has one Retina display with thinner bezels. It is 28% lighter than the previous iPad and 20% thinner than the previous iPad. This new iPad features an A7 chip first announced in the Apple iPhone 5S, which is 64-bit. It's 2 times faster CPU and graphics performance than the previous A6 chip. Up to 2 times faster CPU performance, up to 2 times graphics, and up to 10-hour battery. iPad Air has 2 antennas and up to 2 times faster Wi-Fi than the previous model. iPad Air ships with iOS 7.0.3. Now the iPad Mini 2, or iPad Mini with Retina Display, as Apple calls it, is going to be released later in November. Ships with a 7.9-inch Retina display. It's higher resolution than an HD TV. 2048 x 1536 resolution, 326 pixels per inch, A7 chip as in the iPad Air and iPhone 5S. Up to 4 times CPU performance, up to 8 times graphics performance, and up to 10-hour battery life. iPad Mini 2 features 2 antennas instead of 1, and MIMO technology. It has apparently twice the Wi-Fi performance of its predecessor, and the Wi-Fi plus cellular model supports more LTE bands. The Wi-Fi plus cellular model supports more LTE bands. iPad Mini with Retina display ships with iOS 7.0.3 currently. The iPad Mini 2 and iPad Air will both ship in white and silver and space gray. The iPad Air comes out November 1st, and the iPad Mini 2 comes later in November. Now let's talk about the Mac Pro. Mac Pro features Intel Xeon E5 Quad 6, 8, or 12 core, up to 30 megabytes L3 cache, 40 lanes of PCI Express Gen 3, dual workstation GPUs, AMD FirePro graphics, up to 4097 stream processors, dual 384-bit memory buses, up to 12 gigabytes of GDDR45 VRAM, 528 gigabytes per second total bandwidth, up to 7 teraflops, next-gen flash, PCIe controller, up to 1.2 gigabytes per second reads, up to 1.0 gigabytes per second writes, up to 1 terabyte capacity, and is user accessible. Features Thunderbolt 2, 20 GB second throughput, channel bonding, up to 6 devices per port, backward compatible, new gen video, up to 3 4K displays, single and dual input displays, automatically configured, HDMI 1.4 supports 4K TVs. 4 USB 3, 6 Thunderbolt TV, 4 USB 3, 6 Thunderbolt 2, 2 Ethernet, 1 HDMI, Bluetooth 4.0. Oh my gosh, all that specs took up 3 lines of my notes. Starting at just $2,000.99. Starting at just $2,999. Available before the end of 2013. At the event, Eddie Q came after the Mac Pro and began with iLife. Announced new iPhoto for iOS, brings new redesign, also brought iPhoto photo books to iPad. Movie and GarageBand have both been redesigned for iOS 7, and so has all of others iWork and iLife apps. OS X Mavericks was released today for free on the Mac App Store with iBooks, Maps, PowerNap, multiple displays, shared... Oh crap, I gotta restart that. Crap. OS X Mavericks was released today. OS X was released today to the public for free on the Mac App Store, coming with tons of new features, including the Finder with tabs. So you can have Finder tabs instead of tons of windows in the Finder. You can tag files. Just select the file, click the new tag button in the toolbar. You can use colors, different names, all that kind of stuff. Added new app, iBooks. They brought it from iOS to the Mac. Got the iBooks store so you can download and read books on the Mac and even read them on your iOS device. And see and read all your books, whether they've been downloaded from your Mac or your iOS device. You can sync your books with iCloud. You can choose the themes white, sepia, and night. To change the fonts, you can share some phrases from your books directly to Facebook or Twitter. You can have as many books open as you like at one time. You can set each book to full screen. You can take notes. You can highlight text. You can update your books, so if the book gets updated, you can just download the updated books. The iBooks textbooks, which means you can have textbooks on your computer with diagrams, photos, videos, and lots of other stuff. You can have PDFs. You can have automatic citation, whatever the heck that is. You can have parental controls. You can have all that kind of stuff. And then there's iCloud Keychain. Now, with iCloud Keychain, it basically saves your passwords, saves your credit card, it doesn't save your security code. Yeah, it does not save your security code and all that stuff for security. But it just basically saves all that stuff. And now they've integrated LinkedIn. It's the same thing. And they have also added something called multiple displays. I'm actually downloading Mavericks right now. So yeah. But they've also added multiple displays. So basically, you can have an Apple TV and have that on one display or one desktop, and then have your computer as another desktop. So you can have a full screen app on the Apple TV, and then have your desktop or something else on your Mac screen. And you can summon your dock or the menu bar at the top from either screen. This all works wirelessly over AirPlay. And there's now quick reply in messages, and you can just respond it right from right from there, when you get a messages notification without leaving the current app you're in, which they would add that in iOS, they've added Do Not Disturb to Mavericks. They've on Mac App Store can automatically update your apps. You can view notifications on your lock screen on the Mac. There's now shared links, set profile photos, sidebar search, easy retweet, continuous reading, far sidebar, iCloud apps, autocomplete, fast start, redesign top sites, power saver, Yandex search for Russia, I think. Third party data blocking, turning literature support, easy bookmarking, improved JavaScript performance, inline maps, tons of new stuff in Safari 6.1, which also works on OS 10 OS 10 Mountain Lion. And there's also screen sharing. You can use multi-touch gestures to tap, scroll, pinch, or swipe on a trackpad to control a remote Mac in a more fluid, natural, and intuitive way. I just literally read that off the website here. And you can now highlight and point to areas on the screen while you walk another user through an issue. There's more security features. And if someone sends you a file in AirDrop, you can just return it without accepting it, or return it if you do accept it. You can share videos to Facebook, and you can set your Facebook and LinkedIn profile photos from the photo booth. There's Finder tags. I've already talked about that. And that is basically all those awesome new features in that. Oh, wait, no. And there's also maps, which you can send a map to your iPhone. So, like, you can plan a road trip on Mac and send the directions, or just a random location to your iPhone. And you can get directions on your Mac. You can use flyover. You can export the map as a PDF. Got info cards. You can share a map. You got real-time traffic, ETA, all that stuff. You can use the multi-touch trackpad if you have one for maps. You can search for a location. You can print a map. Maps are integrated in OS 10 apps. Mail, messages, and calendar have maps integrated. You can bookmark locations and routes. You have iCloud in Maps. Bookmarking routes and searches are pushed to all your devices via iCloud. You can have multiple windows. With Maps in OS 10, you can have multiple windows open at the same time, so you can view 2 or more locations simultaneously. And you can have maps in full screen. And that is basically all those new features in Mavericks. Now, Mavericks is free on the Mac App Store starting today. And one more thing I need to talk to you about. Apple has also announced 2 new MacBooks. Them being the MacBook Pro. The 13-inch now starting at $12.99. And the new version is 3.46 pounds, 0.71-inch thinner. The new MacBook Pro is powered with Intel Haswell processor with Iris graphics, 90% faster than the previous generation, up to 9 hours of battery life, PCIe-based flash, Thunderbolt 2. Previous gen was $14.99, 13-inch. New gen is $12.99. Yeah, available today. They also released a new 15-inch MacBook Pro starting at $19.99. Retina Display, 20 GHz quad-core i7 processor, 8 GB DRAM, Iris Pro graphics, 256 GB solid-state disk. Available today. And that, guys, that's pretty. Ooh, Mavericks finished downloading, yeah. And that is pretty much my Tech Tuesday. Microsoft also just released their Surface 2 and Surface Pro 2 with updated specs, all stuff. This video is already long enough. I'll go over that next week. So yeah, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.